Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Leora and I wanted to share this week's energy with you because it is a very exciting week. So we're still in the sign of Aquarius and Aquarius energy is amazing. I'm sure you guys can all feel it by now. It's the heaviness of Capricorn we've come out of and now the lightness of Aquarius. It's been such a breath of fresh air. So this is the week's energy from the 21st to the 27th of January 2024. So be ready for drastic and dramatic change. Okay? You need to flow. If you try to resist the change, and I know some of you out there are like, I do not like change. I don't want change. I like where I'm at. That's not the energy this week at all. So if you resist change, when we resist change, we bring pain into our life, pain and suffering. So go with the flow and embrace the change the best you can. Know that everything is done for our highest good and embrace the change. So flow with it. Okay, Pluto has entered Aquarius on the 20th and will be there until about September 1st. In November, it goes back into Capricorn for a while, retrograde, and then November, Pluto remains in Aquarius for 18 to 19 years. So this is a huge impact on us, and it depends where Pluto is in your chart, how this will exactly affect you. But overall, Pluto is the planet of transformation, truth, destroying those things that no longer serve us so that the new can come in. In Aquarius is all about progression. The more we progress in our personal growth in this time, the more impact we'll have, a positive impact we'll have on the world, on all of humanity. So it's an amazing time we're living in. We have the full moon energy on the 25th, and that will give us a renewal of energy. So use that. Do your full moon ritual and meditate during the full moon and really tap into that energy. And then a question, Pluto takes away everything that we thought was serving us but is really hindering us. So what are some rules that you've made up for yourself? We all have our belief systems. We all have our rules, our self-made rules or self-imposed rules, or rules that were just imposed upon us by others, by our family we grew up in, or the society we grew up in, the culture we grew up in. So what are your rules that you have been believing, your belief system for your life that is no longer serving you? Your mother, your father maybe had their own business and it destroyed their marriage. So is that a belief system for you, that having your own business and working together with your partner is going to destroy your marriage? You need to look deeper. And this is the energy to look deep within and see what are the belief systems, and no matter where they came from, what are they, and are they still serving me, and are they true? Because we all make up our own personal truths. If you had a traumatic experience with a dog as a child, then you would say that dogs are vicious and dangerous, as opposed to someone who grew up with a childhood dog who was cuddly and furry and had a good experience. So that's what I mean by we make our own truths. What shaped your truth? What shaped your reality? What shaped your belief system? Look there and ask yourself now as an adult, or where you are in your life, that's the past. That was given to me. That was my truth then, and maybe I ran with it for a couple of years, but is it serving me now? Or do I need to grow beyond that and implement a new belief system? So that's the energy this week, to look into that. So challenges are blessings in disguise. I know when we're in them, we can't always see that, but challenges are amazing. Why do challenges come in our life? One of the main reasons why we have challenges in our life is to help us grow, our whole existence. We're wanting to connect to the light. We are co-creators. So that means our human instinct is to connect to the light. So how do we find the light? If I'm going about my life and everything's going great, I don't usually stop and get down on my knees and pray, help me, I don't know any further. But if you have a huge challenge in your life and it's a life-changing challenge and you notice, hey, I don't know what to do, God help me. Those are the moments that impact you the most. Those are the moments where you have a breakthrough, where it's almost like you go to a different dimension. It's almost like you get to a new level. And things that seemed like impossible, all of a sudden there's a way. There's a way where there was no way before you cried out to the universe for help. So that's what challenges do for us. Now, I know many people who would look back on their life and say, that challenge that I went through, that traumatic experience, that motorcycle accident I went through, that was a turning point in my life. It was a blessing in disguise. And that's where we get when we're out of the challenge. But this week's energy is to see the blessing within the challenge, to see the opportunity within the challenge, to draw closer to the light, to use it as a catalyst to propel us forward, to propel us to connect to the light, to our Creator. That's the energy this week. And it's so, I'm going to tell you guys, if you're already consciously working on yourself, if you're already in that flow of self-development, then these challenges aren't going to knock you off your feet so much, okay? We don't need huge challenges to come into our life and to knock us over if we're constantly learning to deal with the small challenges in our life. Okay, I'll say that again. If you find yourself going from one huge dramatic challenge to the other, then that means somewhere along the line you're not listening to the small whisper that your higher self is trying to how your higher self is trying to speak to you. So you need pretty much a baseball bat to come along and knock you out, okay? But that's not necessary. It doesn't have to be that way. You can choose to overcome these small challenges and do your inner work, and then you don't need these huge dramatic challenges in your life, okay? So if you are that person that just constantly is month for month, week for week, you just at the end you don't know what to do and you're freaking out, that's not normal. The challenges aren't there to destroy you, and that's destructive. The challenges are there to draw you closer to the light. So you use the challenges to do your inner work and to draw closer to the light. Okay, mind over matter. Aquarius energy is unlimited. The logical mind that says it's not possible, you have to be willing to give that up. You have to be willing to go for your dreams and be willing to put aside your logical limitations that you formed. You have to visualize it. You have to persevere. You have to go forth with certainty, knowing that you know, no matter what it looks like right now, I'm coming up on top. I'm going to reach my goal. It doesn't matter what it looks like right now. You have to know with certainty. Certainty is so important. You have to know beyond a shadow of a doubt that everything in your life is just a stepping stone to get you to where you want to be. And you persevere. You do not give up. You do not get tired out, but you persevere because you will come up on top. You will overcome, but it's going to take beyond your logic. It's going to take miracles. It's going to take you believing that the Creator knows what He's doing every step of the way, and you have certainty that everything works out for your best to bring you to a higher level. Okay? And then you want to live a life in certainty. Living a life in certainty means that I'm living as if it already happened. I speak as if it already happened. Whatever I'm trying to manifest, I speak as if it already happened. My actions are resembling as if it already happened, and my feelings, I feel it in my heart. It already happened. I'm feeling already that the fulfillment of that, what I want to manifest. Okay, very important. And then everything you do, infuse it with love. Don't just be saying your affirmations just to say them like robotic, okay? You have to infuse everything you do with the feeling of love, with this just enormous feeling of thank you, Creator. Thank you that I know I'm on the right way, and I'm going to infuse this with love. I'm going to give this charity with love. I'm going to go volunteer and help over here, and I'm going to do it out of love, not because it's right, or not because people are watching and I need to do it to look good, but because you really truly want to, because you want to connect everything you do with the Creator. And if you do it in love, you automatically have that connection. Okay. I wish you guys an amazing week. Take the energy, do the inner work, and know that you make a difference. Doing your inner work, those quiet moments you take, praying and meditating and working on yourself, getting your ego in control, you are helping all of humanity. And this next 18, 19 years is going to show that. So we change the world one person at a time, and it starts with us. Have a wonderful, wonderful week.